going on, Jerome's? So we do have an affinity and a respect for former Minnesota Vikings coach Mike Zimmer. I feel like he was the right man at the right time for the Vikings for a fistful of seasons, made a nice run in 2017, but ultimately it didn't quite work out. But selfishly, I want Zimmer back in the league because A, the league is better when he's in it. He's a beautiful football mind. He's a lifer. He needs the game just like the game needs him. And also we have all these freaking memes that we have to use, man. But with the glut of defensive coordinator positions open this offseason, we're hoping that Zimmer will get one of them. Dun, 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, Cowboys got him. So Tom Pelissero, NFL Network, go. He tweeted this during NFL Honors, by the way. Someone's not paying attention. The Cowboys are expected to hire Mike Zimmer as their defensive coordinator per Souse. Zimmer, 67, almost 69, nice, is the third winningest head coach in Vikings history behind Bud Grant and Denny Green, and long respected for his defensive prowess. A big hire for Dallas, where Zimmer previously coached from 1994 to 2006, and he was a DB coach there for a number of years, D coordinator from 2000 to 2006, a lot of it during the Parcells years. And I mean, Zimmer, he's a Cowboys guy through and through, and JEROME World has said many times how much he loves and respects Mike Zimmer, and Zimmer's walking into a great situation. So they already have existing 4-3 personnel. Micah Parsons is one of the best edge rushers in the game. Guys like Osa Odighizuwa is phenomenal on the inside. Trevon Diggs coming off that ACL will be good to go. Now, Zimmer's very familiar with Jaron Kearse and Jaron respect. So, Jaron came in as a 7th-round pick out of Clemson and just sort of worked his way up through the ranks of the Vikings defense. Eventually, became a starter or a de facto starter working from the big slot, and it was named a team captain, but then had his incident and wasn't really happy about being in the doghouse, but it is what it is. Now, Jaron is a free agent, so he might not even be back in Dallas, but I feel like something could be worked out because I think that Jaron has turned himself into a pretty decent player. Also, Deron Bland, hey, 19,000 pick sixes, especially when you get to play Zach Wilson. Congratulations, man. It's a good time. But, DeMarcus Lawrence, too. So the Cowboys defense, they were 5th last year in points, 5th in yards. DQ Dan did a pretty good job giving them the blizzard. So, they're good to go. And I feel like the Cowboys and Mike McCarthy, even with another double-digit win season, the way that they just, exited stage left from the playoffs, that beatdown from the Packers. And also, that's one of the reasons why Zimmer's getting the job, because, hey, this defense gave up 48 to Jordan Love in Green Bay. You know who was good against Green Bay for a number of years? Mike Zimmer. That logic does hold up. And I do think that Mike McCarthy is on thin ice. Maybe that's why this Cowboys job is a little bit more tempting for Zimmer, because would it shock anyone if McCarthy is fired by week 10 and then Zimmer takes over as interim? Nah, not at all, man. And Zimmer did beat out guys like Rex Ryan, Ron Rivera, as well as Mike Vrabel interviewed for the job. Also, given Zimmer's connection to the Vikings long time, so the Cowboys are around $19 million over in cap space, over the salary cap. Now they can free up a ton of space by reworking Dak's deal and doing some other things. So if they wanted to make a run at Danielle Hunter, the pride of Katy, Texas, bringing him back to the Lone Star State, they certainly could. Yeah, and if Zim is going to bring something similar to what he brought here with the Vikings, Danielle would feel right at home. Do they just get the band back together? Do they sign Anthony Barr as a free agent? Does he go back to Dallas for a second time, just like he was here in Minnesota for a second time? Do they get the Chargers to release Eric Kendricks? Does Harrison? Do the Vikings cut Harrison, and then Harry spends a year down in Dallas with Zim? Who knows? Who knows? Actually, Kendricks probably wouldn't go because of the whole fear-driven organization thing. Someone please give Brian O'Neill a high five in the hallway. That's it, man. That's all. But either way, I'm happy for Zim. Hopefully it works out to a degree, but also I hope that Dallas is a complete garbage. That's all. That's all, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Dallas Cowboys hire former Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer to be their new defensive coordinator. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.